Hello everyone, it is Mr. Archie again, back for another story. Um, Today's story, it's titled Pancakes, Pancakes. Um, it's by Eric Carle. Um, I chose this because anyone that knows anything about me knows I love to eat. Um, and I figured, this current situation, what better to eat than pancakes? So, um, I'm assuming most of you know who Eric Carle is. He's a very famous children's author. There's actually an Eric Carle museum on the Hampshire College campus in Amherst. Kind of a cool little fact. My father worked, he was a director of operations during that time at Hampshire College, and he oversaw the construction of the Eric Carle Museum. So that was very cool. But anyway, excellent story about pancakes. And everything pancake related. So, let's get it started. Pancakes, Pancakes by Eric Carle. Kiki-riki, crowed the rooster. Jack woke up, looked out the window and thought, I'd like to have a big pancake for breakfast. Colorful rooster. Jack's mother was already up and busy. Mother, said Jack, I'd like to have a big pancake for breakfast. I am busy and you will have to help me, she said. How can I help? Asked Jack. Well, we need some flour, she replied. Take a sickle and cut as much wheat as a donkey can carry. Then take it to the mill. The miller will grind it into flour. When Jack had cut enough wheat, he put it on the donkey's back and took it to the miller. It's interesting, when we make pancakes, all we kind of see is the mix, the eggs, and the milk. There's much more to the process of creating those ingredients. Can you grind this wheat for me, he asked. I need it for a big pancake. First, we must separate the grain from the chaff, said the miller. He gave Jack a flail and spread the wheat onto the ground. The miller took another flail and began to beat the wheat with it. Jack helped with the threshing, and soon there was a big pile of straw and chaff and a small pile of grain. Not gonna lie, that seems like it would be pretty fun. Pound on that straw until it gets the grain. The miller poured the grain onto a large flat stone. On top of it was a round millstone. Connected to the water wheel, on top of it was a round millstone that was connected to the water wheel on the outside. The water wheel turned round and round, turning the millstone round and round too, to grind into the flour. At last, the miller handed Jack a bag of flour. Whew. Quite a process for one small little bag of flour. Very interesting. Here's the flour, shouted Jack. Let's make a pancake. But his mother said, now we need an egg. Jack went to the black hen, fed her some grain that he had slipped into his pocket while he had been threshing. Cluck, cluck, said the black hen, and went inside the hen house. Then she said, cluck, cluck, once more, and promptly laid an egg. Here's an egg, shouted Jack. Let's make a pancake. But his mother said, now we need some milk. Jack went to the spotted cow and began to milk her. Moo, moo, said the spotted cow as the milk squirted into the pail. You might notice Eric Carle has his own specific way of doing the illustrations. It's very cool, very creative. Here's the milk, shouted Jack. Let's make a pancake. But his mother said, we need some butter. Jack got the butter churn and held it between his knees. His mother scooped the cream from the top of the milk and put it into the butter churn. Jack pushed the churn handle up and down, up and down. Finally, the cream turned into butter. Here's the butter, shouted Jack. Let's make a pancake. But his mother said, we need to build a fire. Jack went to the woodshed and brought some firewood. Building a fire. That's something not many of us need to do anymore to make pancakes, thanks to the age of technology. "Here's the firewood," shouted Jack. "Let's make a pancake." But his mother said, "Wouldn't you like to have something sweet on your pancake?" So Jack went down to the cool cellar and pulled a jar of strawberry jam from one of the shelves. I'm not going to lie, I thought he was going to go with syrup. If you ask my wife, she thinks I'm crazy. I actually like to eat my pancakes plain. Yeah, I don't even put anything on them. He thinks I'm crazy. "Here's the strawberry jam," shouted Jack. "Let's make a pancake." In the kitchen, Jack's mother had filled the table with the flour, the egg, the milk, the butter. There was also a mixing bowl, a cup, a wooden spoon, a ladle, a frying pan, a plate, a knife, fork, and spoon, and a jar of strawberry jam. I have to say, that's quite the production, all for one pancake. I hope it's worth it. And his mother said, "Put a cupful of flour into the bowl, break an egg into the flour and stir. Then pour a cupful of milk over the flour and egg and stir again until the batter is smooth and without lumps." Jack's mother heated the frying pan over the fire and added a piece of butter. The butter melted fast. Then she said to Jack, "Now pour a ladleful of batter into the hot pan." After a minute or two, she looked at the underside of the pancake. It was golden brown. "Now watch," she said. "I'll turn the pancake over. Ready?" "Ready," shouted Jack. "Flip," said his mother. Up and over went the pancake high into the air and landed right in the pan. In another minute or two, the pancake was crisp on the underside as well. Then she slipped the pancake from the frying pan. Sorry about that. Then she slipped the pancake from the frying pan onto the plate and spread some strawberry jam on it. "And now, Jack," his mother started to say, but Jack said, "What do you think Jack's going to say?" I have no idea. "Oh, Mama, I know what to do now." "What do you think he's going to do?" "Yup, he's going to eat that thing." Looks pretty good. And wouldn't you know it, that concludes our story. So I hope you enjoyed learning about how pancakes are made, really the entire process. I don't know about you, but I think I'm going to go eat myself some pancakes. So, adios, stay smart, stay healthy, and I will see you next time.